Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Nia. Welcome to the channel. So, yes, I am here to talk about the brick lady, and I'm also going to talk about the man who was accused of throwing the brick at her. I'm going to play a lot of videos for you guys. Yes, I'm going to break it down for you guys as to what happened. But let me first read this title to you guys. Houston woman who claimed brick attack gets charged with GoFundMe theft turns self in. So, yes, let me go ahead and play. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video so you guys can see who she accused of throwing the brick at you. I mean, a bag brick at her because there's a lot of miscommunication going on around what happened at that night. I've heard like 3 or 4 different stories and I couldn't keep up, so I had to go look up a video myself to see what's going on. So let me play this video for you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. The woman who made those allegations is wanted by Houston police tonight because investigators say she made up the story to profit from a GoFundMe. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is now live at HPD headquarters tonight with the exclusive interview. Bryce.
Keith and Daniela, Rhoda Osman, who's known virally as Brick Lady, was expected to surrender here at Houston Police Headquarters this afternoon. That did not happen. But tonight, the man who she accused of throwing that brick at her head when she says she wouldn't give him her phone number is telling only KPRC2 what he says happened that night.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just what?
This video has been seen millions of times. The man accused of the viral brick throw reached out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan, a diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
It's been a divide between, black men, black women, and it's really evil what she did.
If police didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you, what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain, and that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
And I spoke with Houston police this evening. They tell me that the Major Offenders Division investigated this alleged assault. But
All right, so you just heard from the guy who was accused of throwing the brick at her. Now, did you hear what he said? He said that this put a division between black men and black women, and there he is so right. I actually got some video here from another YouTuber where the men are telling her to apologize. The men are telling her to apologize for something that she actually took up for this woman. And this is why I said I didn't want to make a video. I wanted to wait until the story was going to unfold because it was just too many stories. You see her face is swelling. A lot of people were saying that she had an allergic reaction and then she just walked up there and then she accused the guys. Other people were saying that they were just saying all kind of strange, weird things. Uh, like he did. They felt like he did hit her with the brick. Some people really do still believe that he did hit her with a brick. Y'all, it's just a whole bunch of stories around this case. But let me get back to what I was saying before. So yes, I'm gonna play the video of this woman who was basically was a part of that division with the black men versus the black women, because a lot of conversations coming up. So let me play this video for you guys.
Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And staying in the spirit of loving one another, there have been some black men coming on my channel expected me to apologize for something that I didn't do and something that I'm not sorry about. The lady in Texas who said she had been hit with a brick and went on a scam to GoFundMe, I believed her. I believed what she said, and I'm not sorry for believing her. She decided to capitalize on a crisis that's going on in Black America. And she decided to try to enrich herself by doing so. The only thing she's been charged with is scamming GoFundMe. There is a public crisis of femicide in the black community. So if for every woman who lies about being assaulted, there are 100 other women and girls that are assaulted. So that is a primary concern to me. And I will repeat myself so you will know exactly where I stand. I am appalled by the idea that black women continue to complain that men are harassing them and trying to intimidate them into giving them their telephone number, asking for the number. The woman is afraid not to give you the number, and then you have to stand there for them to call the number to make sure she gave you the right number. That is appalling to me. Because fact of the matter is, if you got to make sure if you want her to stand there to make sure she gave you the right number, that ought to be a clue right there that she didn't want to give you her number. And so you are basically trying to bully somebody into giving you their number. That's appalling to me. And let me address the next thing that so many of you are complaining about. There's a chorus of black men, these manosphere type and red pill types and save yourself black men types, of which some of y'all are those men bragging about not protecting black women. And then when black women said you don't protect black women, then you want to come in and try to show yourselves indignant. And if you're not the ones that do that, then I'm not talking to you. So I'm just trying to make it clear to you where I stand. So you don't have to say I'm making excuses or I'm doing everything but apologizing. I have no intention of apologizing to you about something somebody else did because I believed her, because that is a problem. Even though she cried wolf and there was no wolf, most of the time there's a wolf on the scene. But anyway, I want you to listen to what a black man said about modern black men.
Years ago, going back 50, 60 years ago, when black men were men, the average black girl, 17, 18, 19 years old, would have at least 3 or 4 men proposing to her. She'd have that many men want to marry her. I'm going to tell you the truth. Every black woman knows this. The black men that have been raised over the last 50 years, raised by the civil rights movement, raised by the likes of Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, later on with T.D. Jakes and Obama, and the so-called mega preachers, the black woman knows you can't find a man. I don't care how good you look, how tight your skirt, how low the cut on your bra, how pushed up your bra is. You can't find no man out there. Now, he ain't there. Now, there are plenty of them sleeping on the street. There are plenty of them in prison.
I'm going to leave it there. And what I'll do is put the full video in the description.
Honey, she really did went deep in that. So, and this is letting you know, that was showing you an example of how a lot of people were divided on divided on this topic, and she, she was one of them. This is why I said I wanted to wait and see what happened. I did a video on Carly Russell, and I said the same thing. I'm gonna wait and see when the story unfolds. While the story unfolds, there was another black woman who said that she won the 1 billion Powerball. I said I was gonna wait until the story unfold, and guess what? When I did my research, somebody else said that she was faking it, and it was another family that actually won the Powerball. She was just running in the store, crying and carrying all that.
Flashback.
God bless you, whoever. God bless you. Yes. Yes, I'm going to do this. Oh, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
She's the winner? She's the winner? Are you the winner? You're the winner? You're the winner? You are? What's your name? What's your name?
I just wanted to talk to him, please. I just want to hug him, please. I'm scared right now, you guys. I'm so scared, man. God bless you.
You think you won it?
I did. I can't talk right now.
Do you have the ticket on
I
you?
can't talk right now. I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now.
Woman just ran into the store in downtown Los Angeles and claimed that she won the $1 billion Powerball drawing. This is where the winning ticket was sold. She hurriedly drove off without showing anyone the ticket. So here it is, the store owner, Nabahara, with his family outside their store. His stepdaughter, Angelica, to the left, thinks the winner was an elderly woman from the neighborhood. They say they think. They think the woman is an elderly woman. They're not sure. Okay? I don't know what's going on.
End of flashback.
She won the Powerball. So yeah, I'm gonna put those links down below of those 2 videos I made last year, so you guys can go see it for yourself. I'm also gonna put a link to this YouTuber as well. Please be respectful when you go to her channel. She believed this woman, but I wanted to bring out something too as well. This woman, the brick lady, she's been accused of stuff like this before. So let me play another video for you guys as well.
Cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Rhoda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osman addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
And tonight, a spokesperson for Gofundme telling KPRC2 Gofundme has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Rhoda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osman did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston Police. We're live near the
So here it is. You hear it that she have done this before. Okay, she has scammed before and got some money. And here it is. She's in this video. She's replying back to the people, and she's basically stating, "Oh, I don't need to, go do that. I know how to go and make money. I'm educated. I'm well educated. Something that aligns with that. So I'm like, if you're educated and you know how to make money, why not go do it the right way? Why are you doing it the criminal way?" And then not only that, I want to bring something else up. So this is what I wanted to bring up. So did y'all remember that story? Okay, about back last year in 2023. It was back in June on my birth month. There was a mother and a son that was at some type of fast food place, and she was arguing with this other guy, and he hit her. And this one was true. This is not false. This is why I said, this brick lady, she's making it harder for other black women for people to believe other black women when things happen. So this actually was a true story. This actually did happen. This woman was not lying. This man hit her, and in self-defense, her son went and got a gun and came back and shot the guy because he put hands on his mom. Do y'all remember this story? This happened back in Chicago. Okay, so let me read briefly before I play the video. It says down here, a Chicago woman has filed a lawsuit after charges against her and her son were dropped in a deadly shooting at a South Side restaurant. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think her name is Carlisa Hood, 35, was flanked by her attorneys in Brownsville during a news conference where they announced that they have filed a complaint against the city of Chicago and 5 police officers. They claim Hood was falsely arrested and maliciously prosecuted, that she has also suffered emotional distress. So, if you guys did not know, there was people spinning the story around. They was making it seem like she just went and shot this guy, and it was just weird. Like the whole story, like a lot of people didn't believe her when he put hands on her. But when they saw the video, they realized her son did this in self-defense. So let me play this video for you guys.
Less than 24 hours after charges were dropped against her and her son, Carlisha Hood has filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago and the 5 officers involved in her arrest. Attorneys saying that police had all the evidence they needed from the very beginning to know that their client was not guilty of the first-degree murder charges filed against her. Flanked by her 2 attorneys, 35-year-old Carlisha Hood broke down this morning, clearly overwhelmed by the events of the last 9 days.
I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby.
Hood was released last night from Cook County Jail following a 6-day imprisonment on charges of first-degree murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. This after, on the night of June 18th, she was involved in a verbal altercation with 32-year-old Jeremy Brown while picking up a food order at a Maxwell Street Express restaurant in West Pullman. The incident, which was captured on both the restaurant surveillance video and on a witness's cell phone, shows that argument escalating into physical violence as Brown punches Hood in the head 3 times. We stopped the video before that first punch. It is just as that happens that Hood's 14-year-old son, who was by then standing in the doorway of the restaurant, opens fire on Brown, fatally shooting him in the back.
Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested.
Neither Hood nor her attorneys today addressed prosecutors' initial arguments against her, alleging that during the argument, Hood texted her son, who was waiting outside in their vehicle, to bring in a legally owned weapon she had in the glove box, inciting him to violence.
While the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
What Hood's attorneys did address was the surveillance video, which by prosecutors' own admission, investigators had from the very beginning, and which they say demonstrates that any actions taken either by Hood or her son were in self-defense. Their lawsuit, filed this morning, accuses police officers of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
You don't have to be a lawyer to appreciate and recognize that when a woman is violently attacked by a man, an unarmed woman, that she shouldn't be arrested.
In dismissing the charges yesterday, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office said only, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we were unable to meet our burden of proof. An investigation into the now deceased Jeremy Brown's background shows that he was a convicted felon with several domestic battery charges against him. As for the lawsuit, the city of Chicago will only say that they will review it upon receipt.
So there you have it with this story. Murder charges dropped against mom, 14-year-old son in Chicago restaurant shooting. You see, this is what I'm saying. This actually did happen. This man actually put his hands on her. They were having an argument, and her son came in there in self-defense to shoot this guy because he saw this guy hitting his mom. So what else? Are you going to just stand there and let somebody hit your mom? That's exactly what happened. He shot her in self-defense. So there is black women out here that is getting attacked. And some people, they didn't believe the story, but she was hit first. So this is what I'm saying, going back to the brick lady. You know, like Carly Russell and Brick Lady and other people who have scams in the past, this really does make black women look bad. And then also another thing, it starts up a division between the black men and the black women. I've seen so many articles and things on this around this case about the division between black men and black women. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of hearing that conversation. But we keep hearing it because of idiots like this. And not only that, I don't know if you guys know, she went on a vacation with the money. Yeah, she went on a vacation with the money.
Learn how to live my life safely and enjoy it. I may never be the carefree girl I once was, but I am on a different foundation and I'm solid as fuck. I'm in Jamaica!
This woman is pure evil. And I also know too that she has put out a hit against one of the bloggers, I believe. I don't know if she's on TikTok or Instagram. Her name is Daphne. I found this out in the process of making this video and getting information from another person's channel, and I think it's Lovely T. Let me see if I can find the video so you guys can. So I did find the video. I mean, I was looking for the video because someone was telling me about it. But Lovely T had posted on her channel. It's like a part where she's talking to people. Not Lovely T, but Rhoda, I don't know how to pronounce it, the brick lady. She's talking about how people have low self-esteem, and that's why you don't have a husband. And if you have a husband, you're the one paying all the bills, and you're miserable. And she also talked about how she was basically threatening another blogger named Daphne. Let me play this video for you guys. Y'all gotta hear this, man.
Rhoda Osman, they were giving you this money because they felt bad because of this story and this lie that you spun. You were not hit with a brick, okay? You were hit with a water bottle after you put hands on somebody first. You spun this fantastical story, and of course, people who know you personally feel bad because they're looking at it like, oh my gosh, I know her. That's my friend. Let me help pay for her hospital bill. You know, things like that. People scam their friends, family, and community all the damn time. Ask Gypsy Rose's mama. Well, you can't because she killed her, but you can ask Gypsy Rose. She'll confirm, damn it.
Not know me and still donated, but a lot of the people actually know me. They know who I am. So the idea that I scammed all these people, these are my family and my friends and my community. I'm sorry that you don't have any friends or family or community and nobody will show up for you. But if you make a page called about exposing people, it already shows that you don't have family, friends, hobbies, or anything going on. Your husband probably don't like you. I know what type of girl you are. You pay all the bills and do all the housework, and you're mad at us.
So now she's trying to gaslight and make it look like women like me and others who question the validity of her story because it didn't sound right. Let's not forget this is not her first rodeo, okay? She had a GoFundMe that she did here in Minneapolis where she claimed that she also was attacked out here. And that ended up being a fraud. So now she's trying to say, if you're that invested, if you're investigating, that's because you pay all the bills, your husband doesn't like you. More gaslighting from a liar. This has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. People have the right to investigate, especially if they're thinking about donating to your cause. Before I donate to anybody, I'm going to do a thorough investigation because money don't grow on trees, the economy's bad, and I'm not just about to be out here handing out money just because somebody says they need it. Your story has to check out. So people have every right to check out your story. So for her to be trying to gaslight and say that, these are women who can't, keep a man and, nobody's paying their bills. Bitch, obviously nobody's paying your bills either because you out here scamming on GoFundMe and telling fantastical stories to get money. Where your man at? Who paying your bills? But you want to talk about everybody else. Girl, bye.
Sorry, we did not abuse you. You have very, very low self-esteem. And you're mad at other women who you perceive have better lives than you. And that's not our fault, honey. If you want self-esteem, you got to do esteemable things. That's how it works. You can make a page and expose 1 million people and do all of this, and you can destroy 1 million people's lives. You're still going to be sad. You're still going to have no friends. Your husband still won't like you. Your kids will still be ashamed of you. Nothing is going to work out for you.
All this because people have exposed her. Now we have low self-esteem. Our husbands don't like us. The babies are ashamed of us. Oh, Lord, what else? Tell me more. Tell me more.
Do esteemable things and you shall have self-esteem. But honey, you cannot destroy me, okay? This foundation is like, you can't destroy me. I'm indestructible, especially for a person like you, like a sleaze like you. You got nothing going on. You're talentless. You lie. You have no ethics.
Wait. Did the girl who just got arrested by the police and had to post $10,000 bail call us liars? We're liars? Bitch, we didn't know that you existed until you came to the internet with this fantastical tale, okay? But we're liars. Oh, gosh. Keep going.
You have no hobbies. You have no friends. Like, girl, and now you will have no money because I'm going to take it all.
No money, no friends, no hobbies? You going to take it all? By how? By starting another GoFundMe and asking for more money? How are you going to take our money or anybody who exposes you money? If anything, they should sue you for defamation. You better hope the man that you lied on and damn near ruined his business and reputation, he don't come after you and sue you for libel, slander, and defamation.
See you in court, bitch. If anybody can tell me Daphne's last name and the city and state that she lives in, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.
Look how she's gaslighting and trying to deflect. Now she's trying to blame the girl Daphne because Daphne's the one who basically kept her fucking foot on this broad's neck, okay? Daphne was contacting the police, let them know about the other GoFundMes and her scammy ways. So now she wants to project and put that onto Daphne. But my thing is, if your story checked out and if it was the truth, there would have been nothing for Daphne to uncover. So you're trying to deflect by blaming her and saying she's a loser and, she can't get a man and her kids hate her and all this other stuff because you are dead wrong and you have been caught. And usually when liars are caught, they end up just being loud and wrong because they're trying to cover up for past lies. That is all I'm getting from Rhoda.
Daphne, I know your minions are watching. I know you're blocked, but Daphne Sutton? You see how quickly I got your last name? That was 30 seconds. Now think about how quickly I'm going to find out your city and state, and then your address, and then your job, and then everybody in your family's name.
Did you just send Daphne Sutton terroristic threats via the internet? You doxed her. You said you're going to find out her address, her family members' names, her job. So you're literally sending her threats. Do you understand that that is illegal? They're going to pile on some more charges because, bitch, you batshit crazy.
Probably can get it before 6 p.m. today. Yeah, I went to the #1 journalism school, Columbia. Have you heard of it? And also, I'm more resourceful than you. I'm much smarter than you, much more ethical, much more trusted, and have a better community than you. I don't even think you have a community. So, honey, this is not the fight you want. And maybe I'll reach out to all the people that you have been harassing on your page and ask them if they want to join me suing you too. I think we should all sue you. I know you have a lot of time on your hands since you're always bothering people. Let's see if you can handle all these lawsuits.
Yeah, if y'all want to go see the rest of Lovely T point of view on this video, I just wanted to come over here and see if she had the video, because I know it was a video of her talking on Instagram and speaking out. She's supposed to be surrendering herself, but I found another video, but it was mute for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. It's like they don't want you to hear her speak out. I mean, speak a Brick Lady talk about how she was gonna put a hit out on Daphne. That's what I want you guys to hear. Not a hit out, but like she basically is threatening Daphne. I'll say that. But yeah, if y'all want to see the rest of this, y'all gotta go see the T video. I'll put a link down in the description. Also, I'm gonna put the other YouTuber and all the other links to all the other videos that I put on this video on my video, so you guys can go see it for yourself. But yeah, this Brick Lady is crazy. She's crazy. Calling everybody, you know, who doubted her, which I knew from the jump. I was like, this whole story was sketchy because I heard so many different things around the story. It was crazy. Uber driver hit her, and I'm like, well, what about the guys who found out that one of them Uber drivers? The fact that she's out here threatening somebody, another blogger, and I know I'm all over the place, but this is crazy. But and she not only saying that we're miserable, we ain't got no husband, or the husband hit us, the kids hit us, all kind of crazy things. I wanted y'all to hear this. This is crazy. She needs to be fully charged. I also I have one more video for you guys to listen to. I'm not gonna let y'all hear half of it, but she's getting charged for felony. If y'all did not know that, she possibly can have 10 years, maybe. I don't know. But she's charged with felony. That's serious. Let me play this video for you guys, and we can wrap this up and go on with our life.
Being assaulted have turned into quite the scandal. Her real name is Rhoda Osman. You're looking at her there. You may remember that plea on social media. You may remember when we covered her story last September. Bridget, you and I were duped too. We fell for it like a damn fool. She claimed a man threw a brick at her because she wouldn't give him her phone number. But investigators say the attack never happened. Osman has been charged with theft by deception. According to court documents, she collected more than $40,000 through Gofundme. Osman is out on bond and is scheduled to go to court on March 5th. Let's keep in mind these charges are just allegations at this point, and she has not been convicted. However, we ask, if the allegations are proven and are true in court, how could that impact victims of assault who come forward in the future? Joining us to talk about it, publicist Brigitte Holden, attorney Ricky Hernandez, and Factor digital producer Aji Borderin. Glad to have you here on The Factor. Since Aji, you've been monitoring this for us on social media, and you brought to our attention she was in Jamaica.
Yeah, she was.
Tell us about that video she posted. How long ago did she post that video?
I want to say that was maybe about 3 to 5 days ago. So it was actually interesting because when she was supposed to she actually agreed to turn herself into the police a few days ago, and she didn't show up. And that same day when she didn't show up, she posted a video talking about how much she had been through in the past year and how she was reclaiming herself and trying to pour back into herself. And she was in Jamaica, and people were saying on social media, like, are you a fugitive? Like, because you're supposed to be at the police station. So it's just kind of, it's really fishy when you have somebody who's raising, $40,000+ you mentioned, 42,000, had a $10,000 bond, and they're in Jamaica right before when they're supposed to be at the police station. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff around this case that just didn't feel right from the jump, and even more so as we came into the last few days.
And Ricky Hernandez, when you look at this from a criminal perspective, what is she looking at here? What is HPD charged her with? What does that mean?
Right. So she's been charged with theft by deception. So theft is a crime that, based on basically the amount of money stolen, that's going to affect the degree of the crime, right? So with her crime in particular, she's stolen, as Bridget said, $42,000. When you steal anywhere between $30,000 and $150,000 in the state of Texas, that's a third-degree felony. So she's looking at anywhere from a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the state penitentiary for this crime.
Now, if she were able to get out of it, what would she have to prove? What would her attorney have to come into court and show that she did not commit fraud or deception here?
Right, so basically the way it's written now is in the complaint, it has not been indicted yet, but is that she unlawfully appropriated basically the property of Gofundme. So she would have to prove that she basically received the property, or in this case it's cash money. She would have to prove that she received those profits lawfully. But, I mean, as it seems now, those profits were, obtained by deception.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then she's probably guilty.
And really quick, explain.
Obtained by deception.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then she's probably guilty.
And really quick, explain for the viewer when you say she's been charged but she hasn't been indicted. Make the difference there. What does that mean to the average layman out there?
Right, so an indictment is really a term specific to felonies. I know it's thrown out a lot, but basically the prosecutors for the Harris County will have to prove the facts to what's called the grand jury, which is a group of 12 people from the cross-section of the community, and they will see the facts from the prosecutor's point of view, and they will decide whether or not there's enough charges or enough evidence there to move forward. And if that's the case, then they will move on with the court proceedings.
And right now what we're looking at is investigative work by HPD or the law enforcement agency. And
basically
So I had watched this earlier, and I wanted you guys to see this. A lot of YouTubers put it on. We're playing this video. This is very important. She can possibly get 10 years, anywhere from 2 to 10 years. This is very serious. She's been indicted, but she hasn't, she's not guilty yet. The case is much later on this year. We shall see. And and you heard what he said? She has to prove. The only way she can, prove that she's not guilty is with the GoFundMe. And you saw what happened with the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe actually, they have physically banned her. The GoFundMe has physically banned her from using the website ever again, because she has already abused it already in the past. This is really, really messy. This is very, very messy. And I hope that when any other, not just Black women, but anybody who comes out and is accused of somebody getting them, I really do hope that we do a thorough investigation on this person. And it's going to be very, I hate to say it, but I don't know if people are going to believe, especially Black women anymore, because of all of these stuff that's been going on. Like I've seen other people too back in the day. Like I'm gonna show you. I have a link up below about the Powerball woman who claimed that she won the Powerball. I also talked about other stories that people made up just for a scam, and I also talked about Carly Bristol. And I'm gonna put those links down in the comment area so you guys can see it. But the rest of the videos, the YouTubers, I'm gonna have them in the description box. Like I said, this is gonna be very hard for Black women. When we say that, like the woman mentioned, one of the YouTubers mentioned, when we cry wolf, is people gonna believe it, and it's very hard. And this is what's I'm so aggravated. I'm very upset by this. I can't believe she did this, but she did. But everybody is like clout seeking. I've just made a video, and I'm gonna say it again. People are oversharing everything. Everybody wants to be TikTok stars, and everybody wants to be a YouTube star, and everybody wants to be an Instagram influencer. So they'll do anything to get the clout, the money. They'll, as far as scamming, like this woman here did, the brick lady. But let me know what you think down below in the comment area. But as for now, I shall see y'all later. Peace.
These BBLs killing y'all. And the thighs don't match. Well. Turn to your neighbor and say, these BBLs killing y'all. Oh, yeah. And the thighs don't match. What a shame.
Wait, this my shit.
These BBLs killing y'all. 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 I look like a bug, you better show me some love. When you see me online, you know I paid a good price.